Alright, hey everybody, we are going to do a quick driving impression of the Gladiator, 2023 Gladiator Rubicon. We're going to show you. I got some driving to do where we're going to be on the highway. We're going to be back in the woods, or, you know, not in the woods, but back roads, paved back roads. But we're going to show you a little difference here for what this thing is really like on road. We're out here right now, we're cruising, and we're heading into one of my favorite hunting spots and just running the back roads. But we're going to talk about it a little bit. You can see that the gas mileage, I actually did the highway portion of this, so it's going up because most of my driving is in the woods. And when we got in it earlier, it was showing 17 before, right when we got on the highway. Now we just got off the highway, we were showing 17.5. So keep in mind, my mileage is irrelevant because I don't ever reset it, and I spend most of my time in the woods in four-wheel drive or in miserable conditions. So don't let my mileage or my MPGs mean anything to you, but it's interesting. Like I said, let's talk about what this thing's like as far as driving, wind noise, impressions, wander, all the stuff that people talk about and think about or wonder about. Let's see what it's really like. All right, here we are expressway driving. Now we are heading east, and we have an east wind today at 15 to 18 miles an hour. So should be pretty noisy with the wind and a little bit of wind in there. We're doing 76 miles an hour. You can hear what it sounds like in the cabin. Not bad at all. Let's pick it up. Now we're at 80. Okay, we're just cruising at 80, and look at that. How nice is that? We're doing 80 miles an hour, and we have, we're only at like 2,000 RPMs, and we have 35-inch tires. That's just awesome. I love that. Like I said, this thing does really good. But here we are at 80, and you can see, oh my God, it's not wandering all over. There's no death wobble. There's no, you know, swinging left and right, and there's none of this going like this over here to this side of the lane and then going back over here to this side of the lane. There's none of that stuff. You could drive this thing, if you look at it, I can drive it with one finger. Okay, put a finger on there, and it just goes. I mean, it's not like people think they are. Life is easy driving this thing. I mean, it really is. Look at how straight it stays. You know, it's not like people think that the old, you know, like a TJ and a JK were. It's nothing like that. And those weren't even that bad either. Own both of those, but again, we're just driving with one finger here. And but like I said, flawless. You can see the wheel barely turning. So all those misconceptions about these things wandering all over the road, I mean, do they wander a little bit more in the wind? Yeah, it's a brick. It's basically a brick. It's 3 blocks of cheese stuck together is what this vehicle is. So you're going to get a little more wind resistance out of it. But as far as drivability, it's easy peasy. Like I said, a solid front axle might have a titch more, you know, a titch more wander in it than a IFS front end. But same with a heavy duty truck. You know, it's a solid front axle. But this is easy, as you can see with my steering wheel, that there is very little input needed at all to drive this, even at 81 miles an hour. And as you can hear, the wind noise is not that bad. And we're 15 miles straight into a headwind, or 15 mile an hour headwind coming straight at us. Okay, not bad at all. Now we have to slow down here, but we'll show you some more of this driving impression here when we get, you know, heading in a different direction, and once we get off the expressway as well too. But just something, food for thought. This thing is cakewalk. Even right now, I'm next to a semi. I don't have any wind buffeting knocking me around. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. You can see just cruising straight along like nobody's business. Look at these idiots in front of me. Look at how sad that is. Look at how tight they are onto each other, and we're doing, you know, 70-something miles an hour. Just goes to, Georgia's got some of the worst drivers I've ever seen. That is 100% for sure. But anyway, we are going to continue this when we get off this highway or and on to the next one. Now, one really nice thing I like about this Jeep too is when we are driving here, when we put our windows down, you know, there's not that much noise in here anyway. I'll just be quiet and let you listen again, because we are heading straight into the wind, and you can see it's pretty open around here. Let's just listen for a sec. I mean, 81 miles an hour, that's not very bad. And I love that, like I said, 2,000 RPMs. Now, when we put our window down, it doesn't even get that loud when we crack it. I want to show you that real quick. Let me switch hands here for a second, because the window controls are over here. Okay, so even with it down like this, not too loud in here, but watch this. This is pretty cool. Let me show you here. Hang on. We want to make sure I'm being safe here so I can hold that steering wheel. Here we go. Listen to this. Watch. Look at that, how lightly cracked that is. And you can hear it doesn't add a lot of wind noise, but in Tina's 4Runner, that thing just whistles like crazy at that spot. You know, and it drives me nuts. I like to have a window cracked a little bit, and in this one, we don't get a ton of noise coming out of that window cracked that way. I love that feature of this thing. Even if we put it down more, you know, listen to this. We're doing 76 miles an hour. Listen in here. Not very loud. I love that factor of this thing. Like I said, people are always like, oh, it's so loud in the cab. It's not that loud in the cab. It's louder, but it's not too bad. And like I said, the way the windows are designed, there is so little window noise with a window cracked in here. I straight up love that. I absolutely love that. Again, because I'm somebody who wants to drive with my window down like this. I'm in Georgia. I like to feel the fresh air, but even if we put this all the way down, let's see what happens. Okay, now you can hear the difference. We're doing 80 miles an hour with the window down. Now we got some noise to put it into perspective for you. All right, now we're on another highway. You can see we're heading south. We're doing 78 miles an hour. It's still not very loud in here. You can actually, if you listen, you can hear the hum of the tires. These are those Toyo Open Countries AT3s with 20,000 miles on them. Listen. You can hear those tires hum a little bit, but like I said, such an easy vehicle to drive, not too noisy, not too ridiculous. Wind is not overpowering. Like I said, is it as quiet as a Cadillac? No. But the fun factor of everything you got here with removable roof panels, removable doors, everything you can do with this thing, whew, takes it right off the charts to an amazing vehicle and so much fun to have. But like I said, you can see it's not wandering all over the road. It's not getting blown around too bad. It's, you know, it's nothing like some people would make you believe that it is. And again, this is doing, you know, everything I've done with these so far, 75 to 80, 83 miles an hour, and cakewalk easy. Nothing to it. Just a perfect, like I said, nothing like other people think. And also the view is amazing. Let's take this. We're going to put this camera right on my nose so you can see exactly what I see. This is my view out here. Obviously I got it a smidge lower than my eyeball so I can still see, but you can see how nice this view is. I mean, you can see everything so perfect out of this. All right, here we go. We just pulled out on a road here after getting some gas. You can see, well, like I said, smooth as butter, quiet, not you know, it's no wander. Like I said, it's a great driving vehicle, but so much fun with the view, the freedom of taking the roof off. I mean, just everything about this thing is just straight up phenomenal. And who's calling me? Oh, we gotta take this call. All right, here we are, 50 miles an hour, cruising down the back road, heading to one of my hunting spots. Cakewalk smooth, quiet, functional. Like I said, it drives. It drives really nice. There's just, I don't see where people think that this is something different or difficult, or they don't like the way it drives. Like I said, I think people, I don't know, maybe I come from a different time in a different world, but I love everything about this truck. But this is also why I don't do POV drive tests and I don't do driving reviews, because apparently there's a whole bunch of people in the world that are a heck of a lot more nitpicky than I am. But I mean, I've done many 1,000+ mile trips, 2,000 mile trips in this Jeep nonstop, except for bathroom breaks and a couple of naps, a rest area, sleeping in it. And it's been an absolute pleasure and a joy. I love driving this thing. So there you go, little thought for you.